Hi, my name is Ashish, and in this video we will see what are assets and identities in Microsoft Defender. So if you talk about Microsoft Defender for Identity, so Microsoft Defender for Identity is a cloud-based security solution that helps secure your identity monitoring across your organization. So let me just quickly log on to the portal and take it from there. Okay, so I am logged on to the portal, and if you'll click on Home and you will scroll down here, under Assets you will see Identities. So Defender for Identity is fully integrated with Microsoft Defender XDR and leverages signals from both on-premises Active Directory and cloud identities to help you better identify, detect, and investigate advanced threats directed at your organization. You can deploy Defender for Identity to help your SecOps teams deliver a modern identity threat detection, which is ITDR solution across hybrid environments. And if you would come under Assets, click on Identities, it will show you the identities that you have in your environment. This is the dev environment, and this is what you receive when you deploy the dev environment from the Microsoft. And if you would come under Identities and look at the dashboard, this is the ITDR dashboard, which is the identity threat detection and response solution. So this is the dynamic dashboard which provides a centralized view of the critical insights and real-time data about identity threat detection and response. And as it mentioned, that by providing an intuitive interface that showcases important information related to unauthorized access, account compromise, insider threats, and abnormal activities, these dashboards enable us to proactively monitor and manage potential identity related security risk. So if you will see the top insights, you will see those on your production deployment, but it's not coming up here. And this is the highly privileged identities that you would have. It shows you that 2 users are at risk. Right, so it proactively assess the identity posture. For example, it would have Defender for Identity lateral movement path, which will help you quickly understand exactly how an attacker can move laterally inside your organization. And Defender for Identity security assessments, which are available from Microsoft Secure Score, which provide extra insights to improve the organizational security posture and policies. And it will also help you detect threats across modern identity environments, which often span both on-premise and in the cloud. So Defender for Identity uses data from across your environment, including domain controllers, Active Directory Federation services, and Active Directory certificate services to provide you with a complete view of the identity environment. Defender for Identity sensors monitor domain controller traffic by default. For ADFS, ADCS servers, you will have to make sure to install the relevant sensor type for complete identity monitoring. You can look at the documentation to how to deploy Microsoft Defender for Identity with Microsoft Defender XDR and how to deploy Microsoft Defender for Identity on Active Directory Federation services. If you will see the health issues under dashboard, under identities on the Microsoft security.microsoft.com, it shows you the global health issues. It shows you the sensor health issues as well. And this will help you identify suspicious activities across the cyber attack kill chain. Now, typically attacks are launched against any accessible entity such as a low privileged user. Attackers then quickly move laterally until they gain access to valuable assets such as sensitive accounts, domain administrators, and highly sensitive data. Defender for Identity identifies these advanced threats at the source throughout the entire cyber attack kill chain. It will keep an eye on threat type, which can be compromised credentials, which can be lateral movements, which can be domain dominance, right? And if you would see the tools section, these are the additional resources to help manage security and compliance across your Microsoft Defender for Identity. You can go to the documentation, you can look at the sizing tool, readiness script, PowerShell module that is required to work on through command line interface. Sizing tool will give you the recommended and simplest way to determine capacity for your Defender for Identity deployment. If I click on it, it will take me to the documentation. Alright, and if you talk about a little bit of Microsoft Defender for Identity architecture. So, as I already told you that Microsoft Defender for Identity monitors your domain controllers by capturing and passing network traffic, leveraging Windows events directly from your domain controllers, and then analyzes the data for attacks and threats. So, Defender for Identity is layered over Microsoft Defender, XDR, and works together with other Microsoft services and third-party identity providers to monitor traffic coming in from domain controllers and Active Directory servers. Right? So it is installed directly on your domain controller or on Active Directory Federation services or Active Directory certificate services. The Defender for Identity sensor accesses the event logs it requires directly from the servers. After the logs and network traffic are passed by the sensor, Defender for Identity sends only the passed information to the Defender for Identity cloud service. So there are some Defender for Identity components, right? So Defender for Identity consists of these following components: Microsoft Defender portal, what you are seeing. Then Microsoft, if you'll see on the health issues, Defender for Identity sensors, which can be directly installed on domain controllers, ADFS, or certificate servers. Then you have Defender for Identity Cloud Service, which runs on Azure infrastructure and is currently deployed in the region of US, Europe, Australia, and Asia. Defender for Identity Cloud Service is connected to Microsoft's Intelligent Security Graph. Alright. And you can use Defender portal to create your Defender for Identity workspace, integrate with other Microsoft security services, manage Defender for Identity sensor, view data received from Defender for Identity sensors, monitor detected suspicious activities or attacks based on the attack kill chain model. Okay, and if you want to read what are Defender for Identity sensor or what is their functionality, how they work on domain synchronizer process, resource limitations, Windows events, and more in-depth knowledge about Defender for Identity in the Microsoft Defender portal, then please go ahead and read Microsoft documentation. And if you have any further queries, please mention them in the comment section. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Have a good day.